traditional Hmong wedding, there are songs called Zhang Gao, which are songs that can be sung for every part of the wedding. Jia Chong, or wedding songs, are actually very similar to Zi Sai, which are funeral songs. Hmong Da, or the White Hmongs, wedding songs often begin as and the Hmong Leng or Hmong Jua, which are the Green Hmong wedding songs, often begin Notice the element of Unia Uzi, which means my mother and father, and it exists in both the Hmong Da and the Hmong Leng wedding songs. For funeral songs, it generally goes As you can see, funeral songs don't include the Zhongli Gu, and instead of talking about my mother and father, it talks about Jai Zong Ba Jia Dua, which means the mourning family. The wedding songs are metaphorically about the meaning of life and essentials for companionship, for the establishing of the fundamentals of joining two people's lives together. A lot of these songs talk about the elegance of the first wedding between Lia Li and Tulu, and the attempts to imitate their wedding. As you will see, there are songs for all parts of the wedding. There are songs about the establishment of the wedding, and songs that teach us how to become better human beings, especially those songs dealing with companionship and how we can become a better spouse for our partner. Before going to the bride's parents' house, the groom's family must perform a hupli ceremony to initiate the addition of a new family member and bring her spirit into their family. This part can be omitted for the Hmong Christians or Hmong people with new beliefs. After this ritual, it is safe to make journey to the bride's parents' house. The journey consists of the following people in the order of the Meigongs, best man, groom, bride, and then the bridesmaids, as the main group of people at the wedding from the groom's side of the family. Each of the Meigong, best man, and groom respectively carry the money and umbrella tied with the long strip ribbon, the folded blanket, and the cup, the woven basket. The full list of items to prepare include one black umbrella, one long Hmong sheet gang, or a black and white striped ribbon, one blanket, 2 whole boiled chicken with 1 pack of rice, 2 whole boiled chicken for Kaikeja, 1 boiled chicken with 1 pack of rice with 1 bottle of alcohol, 2 or 4 spoons for Dia Da, 2 light chickens for Kangoda, 1 knife for Dia Da, 1 bag of about 2 cups of rice, some salt, some cooking oil, and some cigarettes. On the journey to the bride's parents' house, a meal must be eaten in which one of the Meigong invites the spirits and guardians to dine with them and bless them for a safe journey and a successful wedding. The invitation is done by the Jia Mai Da, or song to offer food to the spirit. If no one knows the song, then there is a recital that can be said in place of the song. Once the Meigong is done with Jia Lai Da, then he may join the group and they can eat. After they are done eating their meal, they will continue on the journey to the bride's parents' house.
And this is kind of a really short reenactment of Jean Maida. And since I'm the head Mekom, I'll just offer spirits to dine with us. So once I'm done doing that, I'll just head back to the group and then we dine.
When the group reaches the bride's parents' house, the head Mekom will knock and ask if the household is welcoming and expecting people. The people in the household can then reply that they are welcoming people and inform the group that they are expecting people in regards to a wedding, or simply sing the song Jacques de Raton, or the song to close the door. Keep the door closed on the group. The Mekom of the group will then have to sing Jacques de Raton, or a song to open the door and proceed with the wedding. This song can be omitted depending on the bride's family and is based on the demand of the family. Once the door has been opened, the group can then be welcomed inside and must enter in the order as stated earlier. The Mekoms, best man, groom, bride, then bridesmaid. This next part can be omitted for non-Christians or home people with new beliefs. Once inside the house, the Mekom will then recite the surnames, kinship of the bride and her father, in which the groom and best man will kowtow 2 times per kinship stated. The group will then go towards the back of the house or in the living room with the bride's parents and the Mekom, the Tumei, and elders, and the Plame will recite the Pei Bong Pla, or vows to the family for orderly disruption. The Pei Bong Pla goes,
团年发几喽，转年几斤菜了，去问8年发几喽嘛，有多少年几，做得做出8年发几哦。 Which vaguely translates to, sorry mother and father, we took your daughter, leaving no one to help you. We are here to have a wedding. Please see the mother and father.
The list and order of kinship are Nianzi, mother and father, Bokong Yukong, ancestors, Nianbao Zilao, older uncles and their wives, Nianzao Jinzao, younger uncles and their wives, Nianbalo Zidalo, mothers, brothers, and sisters-in-laws, Mopo Yulo, fathers and sisters and brother-in-laws, Nuti Nuki, brothers and cousins, for the families, spirits, and guardians. The Plame will ask if the family has any altars. If they do, then they can go